Brands are one of the most important aspects of Splatoon, creating all the gear and even special kits for certain weapons. Without further ado, here's what your favorite Splatoon brand says about you. Also, all the things said in this video is purely for fun and not meant to be taken seriously at all.
Amiibo!
You definitely spend way too much money on Splatoon merch, including, but not limited to, Amiibo, plushies, CDs, playing cards, shirts, Amiibos, jackets, Amiibos, pants, Amiibos, Anarchy. You are crazy about the Anarchy vibe of Splatoon 3 and absolutely love the fact that Range got renamed to Anarchy. But you still don't play it. Or you just wear this cool Hawaiian t-shirt. I don't know, it looks pretty silly, so I couldn't blame you. Barazushi. You love oversized hoodies. Who can blame you? And you also miss the Chill Season catalog because you think the level 100 award is just so much better than everything else. And it is. But you never completed the catalog, so you have to gamble for it. Cuddle Gear. You love the hero mode, and you probably can recite the whole Splatoon lore like it's common knowledge. You also probably would gladly fight the Octarian army if Cuttlefish offered it to you. Embers. You definitely main blasters, and you either like the whole deal of Embers, or just like the silly little clown shirt. Like, look at this thing, it's so funny. End Parry. You love Pearl, maybe a bit too much, but that's besides the point. You miss End Parry splat dualies and desperately want them back, and you also probably have very colorful outfits. Firefin. You are extremely good at this game, probably main Chargers, and have a high rank in Anarchy and X rank. You also despise Zeko fans. Forge. You're one of those people who wear military clothing for the aesthetic, but you absolutely despise the military. You also hate people who wear cuddle gear, like you guys have like a crazy lifelong rivalry for some reason. Grizzco. You probably have reached EVP 999 on every map and have spent every single hour on your Splatoon 3 save working at Grizzco. You also should go outside more often. It's really nice out there, promise. Inkling. You probably have a pretty big life outside of Splatoon, and definitely go outside a lot, as reflected by the types of gear Inkling makes. You also only play Turf War, but it's what makes you happy, so... Crack on! You probably use stick controls, only use rollers, or just got the game for Christmas. Either way, you only play on weekends. Rockenberg. You probably main a Splatling. You also think that your rank is not an accurate representation of you as a player, because you're B- with negative 1,000 points, and you think you're S plus 50. Scallop. You are very involved in sports and don't really play much. You most likely picked up the game because your friends wanted to play with you, so you only really play with them and goof off in Turf War. But that's the way you like to play games. Splash Mob. You like this brand because you think it has the coolest name and you can't be associated with low-level crack-on players. Squid Force. You are a huge fan of the series, and probably a veteran, but you think the games have fallen off since Splatoon 1, and you constantly listen to Takora. You probably have a really high X power and are one of the best players in your friend group, so no one wants to play with you. Tentatek. You popped off when T-Tech Splattershot was announced, but you were furious when Neo Splash was announced. You also probably have an X power that rivals the amount of Kid Icarus games. Tony Kenza. You buy Tony Kenza clothing because you want to seem rich despite only having 800 coins, and you constantly beg for the Kenza weapon collection to come back. It's not happening. Zeko. You're definitely the type of person who likes a punk skater type of vibe. You rarely walk anywhere and prefer to skate or bike, the cooler way to ride. You also hate people who like Firefin. Zinc. You're very quiet and don't really put yourself out there despite being super talented. You don't get a lot of recognition, but people who do recognize you stick by your side. Z plus F. You are very happy because you couldn't decide between Zeko or Firefin, and now your two favorite brands have merged into one mega brand! You also refuse to wear anything that's not the Motley Hoodless, which is the best clothing in the game. Did I get any of these right? Let me know in the comments!